Hello, guys and girls. Me again, Insane Gorilla. Welcome back to my channel. Hopefully, this recording goes better than it did a few hours ago. This is actually like my sixth time for recording because I couldn't quite get my wording right. Hopefully, hopefully, I get it right this time. But no, my luck, it most probably won't happen that well. So, yeah, this is What If Part 4 of What If issei was a demonic demon or demonic entity. So, yeah, hopefully you all enjoy. So, when we last left off, issei just had a nice chat with Rias Glimmery. And technically, they're still having this conversation while they're playing a game of chess. As well, let's continue, shall we? With them playing the game, with Rias asking issei the real question of why does he truly want to join her parage? As issei would just generally say, one, as I said earlier, you are an escape route. Nothing more, nothing less. Don't like it? Tough. I also know that you've wanted me to join your parage for some time, mainly on the orders of your brother, Sir Zex, if I'm not mistaken. And one other thing, Rias, just because I'm part of your parage doesn't mean you get to order me around. When I see something that I want to do, I'll go and do it, regardless of your position as a high ranking devil and the sister of the ruler of all devils. So, don't get too big headed. I come from a place in hell myself. It doesn't mean I'm a devil. I come from, as your brother has most probably said, the Umbra Plains. Same plains that Cerberus dog comes from. But I am 10 times worse than Cerberus. You ever heard of the Terminator franchise? With Rhea saying, what does the Terminator franchise have to do with you coming from the same place as Cerberus? It doesn't make sense. With Rhea saying, well, to answer this question, think of me as one of those Terminators. I am cold and calculated. I don't follow a program. I follow my own intuition. And when it comes down to being cold, I could make hell freeze over. So just think about that before you piss me off. If you say getting dragged into his mind for a bit, as well, they walk out of Rias' office, with them leaving a message saying, remember that. As Dreg and the Blade of Destruction, or the Blade of the Destroyer, to be perfectly honest with you, speak up saying, well, this should be interesting. Let's see if she actually keeps her word and keeps that pathetic little mouth of hers shut. Next person we need to visit will be Sir Zex whenever we go into hell. With the Blade of Destruction, the Blade of the Destroyer, just simply perking up with to Drake, saying, You know, Drake, we could just combine. Whenever issei needs a real big kick, we could just combine, and perhaps both of our powers combined could seriously tell everybody else to fuck off, just in case. With Drake just saying, it's not as simple as you think it will be. There are a lot of unknown factors with that. What are you, the Blade of Destruction? Blade of the Destroyer, Drake. And the Blade of the Destroyer. Well, Blade of the Destroyer, I'm literally a part of Big Red himself. And you're basically a self-sentient blade. Which does kind of beg to differ. Why would a self-sentient blade like yourself want to endorse himself into sacred gear? Such as myself. With the Blade of the Destroyer just saying, A, because I think it'd be fun. B, just in case our powers separate are not good enough for any certain threats. And B, well, and C, sorry. We both know that issei is way too strong even for us. So combining together, we might have a bit of a better chance of fighting him than on our own. If you get my drift. With Drake saying, oh, I get it. As well. They walk out of Rias' little occult research club, and she soon, well, feels less tense around him. And she says to herself, right, okay, I think I may let my brother know the predicament I am in. With her actually getting told you don't need to, you better now start explaining to me right now. If you're in a bit of a predicament, we better figure out how to get you out of that predicament. And she would turn around to see, well, her brother. I should say, brother, you're here, good. What's the problem? You know, issei is. He would just say, yes, I do know him. Why? Stop yawning! Esrius would just say, well, I just got told by him that he's gonna be joining my Parage. But when he joins, I do not have the freedom to tell him what to do. He will just do whatever he wants, regardless. How do I get him to obey a devil's command? The Surzex would just say, he didn't explain to you what he is, did he? Rias just shrugs, saying he kinda did. He said he was from hell himself, from some place he calls the Umbra Plains, along with Cerberus. Well, actually, Rias just tells me, yeah, he said he was from the Umbra Plains, like demonic creatures, like Cerberus. With Cerzek saying, good. Then he's told you that he's not just the holder of the, well, sacred gear of Big Red. He's also got the Blade of the Destroyer within him too. With Rias being shocked, saying he's got two. I only thought he had one. Cerzek saying, so he didn't tell you that part. Great. Well, when you come down to hell with him, I will tell you then. Bye. With her saying, wait, brother, don't. Great. And he's gone. With Akano then walking in saying, "I'm sorry to interrupt you, Rias, but was it Issei who just walked out of here? Out of this entire building?" With her just nodding, saying, "Yep, that was him. You might want to be aware he is joining our barrage." God damn it, why am I yawning? With Akano saying, "Oh, goody. So, how are we gonna proceed?" With Rias just saying, "We're going to proceed of trying not to get ourselves cooked alive by the, well, attitude I was getting and the certain bloodlust that I could feel. He would have no qualms in cutting us all down into ribbons. We may have to break his will to prove too much of a fight. But Akano, as you well know, he's a world-class swordsman. So get Kiba and Kaneko. You three are gonna have a little sparring match with him. 3-on-1. With Akano saying, "Rias, are you sure that's a good idea? You know Kiba's always trying to best him, and he prefers to take him on 1-on-1. With Rias saying, "Well, the 1-on-1 idea never seems to work very well, does it? Please, Akano, just please. Get Kaneko, get Kiba, and go yourself. If it gets too much, call me and I will come and help. I trust you three better than myself. Because I doubt even my power, even if my power was added, I doubt I would be able to even do much. And beware, he is a lot stronger than he seems. Just try and push him, and break him, and try and succeed." With Rias and, well, Akano having a small conversation, eventually Akano leaves to go and find Kiba and Kaneko. With, well, Issei actually in a sparring ring, just on his own, with nobody else around, as he, well, feels, not feels, just he can tell people are coming up to him, as he'll just sit down on his knees, as he would just say, "I know you're there, come on out." As, well, Konako. And yes, that new image that you see up there is Konako. I upgraded her a bit. As Konako would just say, "So, blue balls, you gonna do anything? Apart from just sit there?" As Issei would just say, "I'm waiting for the two others to come out of hiding. I'm not done, Kiba. I know you're there and all." With Kiba walking out, saying, "Great. So if you know I am here, you know someone else is here too. Should I just call her out for you, or are you going to?" With Issei just saying, "Kiba, you do realise that you, Konako, and Akano," as Akano walks out, saying, "How does he know where everybody is?" Obviously, Akano keeping the secret that he's not exactly your usual type, because Ria's told her that he's from hell. As they would say, we've been asked to beat you and see if you'll join us willingly and take orders. With him getting up saying, "Come then, and face your metal and taste your own defeat, little girl." As he was actually saying that towards Konako, because she's one of the youngest. As Konako, Kiba, and Akano all launch attacks at him, with him dodging quite expertly all of the attacks, including a bit of lightning from Akano. As the lightning would hit the wall and singe it. As Issei would just say, "This charade is pathetic. You guys call yourselves devils. I call you the weakest excuses for devils I have ever seen. Even Sir Zex could hit a target that was moving." As he would actually lunge forwards, going right up to Akano's chest and punching her in her chest, launching her off her feet. Then going to Kiba, kicking him from his legs. Well, doing a sweeping motion with his legs, knocking Kiba off of his feet as he then punches Kiba in the gut, sending him into the ground. As Konako actually launches a massive barrage that actually hits Issei, launching him back. But that only draws a lot of smoke. As well, Konako, holding her chest, gets back up, saying, "Ouch! Oh, that was painful. I think my heart stopped for a second there. You okay, Kiva?" Kiva just saying, "Yeah, just winded. Kicked me pretty good in the legs. Nice shot, Konako." As Konako would just, perk up, saying, "Don't mention it, you guys, but why is there tons of smoke?" As they would hear laughter, saying, "You guys really thought that little punch would do anything to me." As all the smoke clears, as they see this. As, well, the power he produced goes frantically everywhere. Well, every religious figure that was working for Sir Michael, Sir Azazel, and Sir Zex could feel this power. And because Akano, Kiba, and Kanako were so close to it, they were sweating bullets. Because the bloodlust and killer intent was very, very palpable. If Kiba saying, collecting himself, saying, "Come on, guys, we can beat him." With Akano saying, "Right," along with Konako, who quite literally just falls to her knees, saying, "This power is too much for me, but I'll try and fight." And she struggles to get up again. With them all struggling to stand on their feet, they all get ready to face Issei once again. As he just chuckles, saying, "You idiots really think your little power tricks are going to work on a demonic entity? Say hello, girls and boy. I am a demon, the true face of hell. Demonic entities like us operate on a different wavelength than any of you devils. The only reason why us demons don't wipe you devils off the face of the underworld and the face of the mortal realm is because we're too lazy to even do it. We're more focused on fighting each other because we actually get more enjoyment out of it than hunting you pathetic weaklings. Zerzex, weak. Rias, weak. Riser, weak. All Devil Lords, weak. All the Parages, weak. Us devils, well, us demons. When we see one of you, yawn. Because your power is so small compared to us. Perhaps if all your strongest ever got together, I don't know, like Lucifer, he would have actually caused us a bit of problems. Oh wait, he can't. He's dead. I think Sir Zek's taken up the name Lucifer now, hasn't he? Well, if he has, he must probably come here and challenge me himself. He might be the only one to give me problems. And I'm the weakest out of all the demons. All the demons say I'm weak. Sir Zex could beat me. You three? Nah. Rias? Nah. Sir Zex and his Parage? Maybe. Sir Zex I know definitely would be able to beat me. But your little Parage? Nah. I could kill you all with one hand tied behind my back. For all intents and purposes, Kiva, I've been going very easy on you. All I've been doing is simple parries. And that's it. You, Okano, I never really had any interest in. Your little flirting attempts never worked on me. Kanako, if I remember rightly, you hate being called Pipsqueak. So, Pipsqueak, get lost. Take your Pipsqueak friends with you. As Kanako would say, why do people always have to call me a Pipsqueak? I may be small, I may be younger than everybody else, but I'm not exactly small. As he says, yeah, you're not exactly small in the height department, but you're small in age. Your mind's weak. I can easily tell what moves you're coming up with next. Launch that attack and I'll send it back at you with my own attack mixed in, which will disintegrate you. Piece by piece. Kiba, launch another attack at me again with those puny little swords, and I'll break your foot. Or even better, dislocate your arm. And Hanako and Akano, next time, I'll punch your heart straight out of your back if you try anything foolish. Go and tell Rias next time she wants to try and fight me, come and do it herself. Don't send a little pathetic little friend to do it for her. Because I told her I ain't to be trifled with. I'll do what I want to do, not what she orders me to do. So run along, go and tell her your little failure, and tell her come and deal with me herself. Because I will tell her exactly the same thing as I have told you lot. Au revoir. As you'll get up, well, just breathe in and shout, "Get out of here!" before I change my mind about letting you all live. As they would all get up and leave, as he would turn back into his normal self. With him just sighing, saying, "This is just great, isn't it, boys?" With them both, with the blade of the destroyer and Drake both speaking up, saying, "Yep." Did you really have to add in the gruesome details of how you would kill them? That's quite literally the definition of a shit brick house. And that was really not a wise plan, just telling them what you'll do to them if they don't bugger off. Issei saying, "Does it look like I really care what you think?" As they just, well, walk off and go home. And that's actually where I'm leaving it, boys and girls. Well, ladies and gentlemen, actually. Hope you like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.